here, and this is day 2 of us being back from our little 1-week vacation. And my voice already one day in the gym is effed. I've been milking it last week, and one day of talking, one day of doing the meds, the social meds, and pushing the stuff and talking to the people, shaking the hands. And well, not really, but some people still do. It's so weird. Like, no, I'm good. But I take the step back. But man, my voice is already gone again, Mikey. And the only thing Jillian says is go to the doctor.
Go to the doctor and drink the tea. Get that honey in.
So I got honey and I put lemon in it today, and I made basically a drop. What is it called? Lemon drop? Lemon. That's actually a shot. Lemon bomb. What is that you get at Starbucks?
Medicine ball.
Medicine ball. So I steamed my lemon juice to make it frothy, and then I put it inside with my honey, and it's pretty legit. Legit.
Medicine ball is amazing.
Yeah, I just hope I didn't screw up my steamer for throwing lemon in there, and the next thing you know, tomorrow morning I'm gonna make half and half, and it's gonna
rusted.
Yeah.
No, just run it in hot water. Just put your steamer cup with some hot water. That's what we did back in the day when I was a barista. You just
I cleaned it a little bit, but I was like, oh man, I better not get no curled. Have you ever had anybody give you a cement mixer?
Yeah.
Cement mixer? Yeah, like
terrible.
Yeah, you do dirty, throw you up, or make you feel sick.
With all fucking gritty. Just
lemon juice and Bailey's or whatever.
Yeah.
Or ruthless. That's like the 21 dirty drink, but let me do you dirty drink. So we are here. It is Munchies with Max, and I am Maximilian Mormont. You can get us on any handle here: MaxFit USA, Instagram, Hermit Coach. Pretty excited, actually. Some of my friends have seen that we've been messing around with MaxFit USA, and we've been adding stuff to it. And people have been asking me, specifically, my training group was like, "What are you doing, Coach? You got a lot of brands there." And I was like, "No. What we're trying to do here is eventually go MaxFit en español. Y queremos ir a un tiempo que hablamos en español. Y estamos acá por la gente de mi gente, como Latinos, Hispánicos, mostly I'm saying Argentinos, Mexicanos, Suramericanos, Centroamericanos, cualquier americano que habla español. And I guess Europe too. So, but I'm working on it. So I'm very good. I'm very good at Spanish speaking, but I am not very good at speaking on camera. So I've been training it. But so that's something we've been working on. But again, I am Munchies with Max. I gotta have to learn. I'm gonna have to do that one. Munchies with Max. I am Maximilian. We are MaxFit USA, and I got my boy Mikey on the 1s and 2s over there. Hit him up on Mikey Wins. If you guys got any questions in regards to what we do, how we produce this, and how we produce a lot of other stuff, or how he does it, I would definitely hit him up, because I bug him all the time. I make really weird mind maps, and he really hates them all. And he's like, man, that's just real boring. So he's got a lot of good ideas, though. So he probably wants to not be bothered so much by me. But just telling you, Mikey. Not so much by me. But I'm pretty excited, man. We're back. Yes.
Brian Holloway.
Yeah. I was looking at the camera, and then I see you popped up. I was like, what the fuck? I got all excited. Hello, sir. But we have for opening here, we're gonna talk a little bit about how proud I am of my local community. I just really like today. I wanted to give them a clap back and tell them how great job that they're doing in the midst of all of this chaos, all of this disparity, all of this just mixed messages, and them really showing their loyalty, really showing that it's not about the CrossFit name. It's not about anything but the community, fitness, family, and getting through this COVID, healthy, feeling good. So it's just one of those situations where we're really, really, really focused on this idea of health and wellness and making ourselves better through change, and whether that's change in our physical fitness, mental mind, set, and just the way our philosophical views, the way we think of things. And I get it that some people are like, well, you're just a gym, why would you talk about politics? Why would you talk about religion? Why would you talk about anything, racism? Why would you talk about these things? And it's important to talk. You talk with your friends, you talk with your community, you talk with the people around you, you talk with the people that are like-minded like you, that could probably make bigger or same change as you. I mean, that's why you do it. You don't really just do it because you're trying to push something else. You're actually, sorry, you're not trying to push something else. You're physically trying to communicate with your loved ones and coming to some type of ability to create more change through fitness and community. And I just keep using that word community, and I think a lot of us forget what that means. And when you're in a community, you have such a big responsibility. You're no longer an individual. You're part of a group. And I understand that commercialized religion, commercialized politics sucks. I hate it. But communities are great. And if you're in a really good community like what I got around me at CrossFit Costa Mesa, you are blessed. So I know that my Costa Mesa family is probably one of the coolest things that I've ever been involved with. And I know that in the past, I thought that I would move away at some point or go take a strength conditioning job at a university or college or do something in that realm. And I was so intrigued and so drawn into this community and what they've become that I could not ever want to leave or try to leave. Like, it's just amazing. And more so what I saw these people go through with the COVID, and then now with the scandal. So, I mean, it's just been amazing. It's been amazing. And then now COVID back. So, it's great. It's great, and I just hope they realize like how amazing they are and how much they can influence people around them, because they do all the time, because people come and they're like, oh, I heard my friend's doing CrossFit and they've changed, or my friend's, been training here and he says you're kind of a jerk and you're really militant and really make everybody face the same way and all the shenanigans. And then the structure and the communication and the way we talk to each other is something that's pretty different. And I'm pretty proud of it. So good job, guys. Clap back. Okay. My snack tonight. So what's that? Is it, you hear wind? Like a rustling sound?
No.
Huh. Weird. Okay. Wind coach. Mikey, where are all these kids coming out of the woodworks here? Yeah, buddy. Oh man, you guys are gonna start making me start cussing and getting all excited. But thank you, sir. You do. I guess you do when you talk, son. But I my snack tonight, I've been trying to get a little bit more healthy, right? And we did the beef stick yesterday, and my family's got brownies with M&Ms. So I personally couldn't pass it up. But Mikey, we're gonna have to do a 2-part here. So I need you to look up M&Ms plain chocolate, and then I need you to look up Hershey's chocolate brownie. So we're gonna have to figure out what a cube is, and then roughly what it is in the sense of the caloric intake that I'm taking in here. So I was gonna do something less, and I was like, oh, you know what? This sounds good. And Milo's been eating a lot of it, so I need to get rid of it. So I'm going to sacrifice myself and eat this amazing brownie with, oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, buddy. Another one. Yeah, Clint. Oh, man. Sorry, Mikey. I thought you were looking that up. Yeah. Buddy, how are you? Oh, man. The last 3 kids that just hit me up, it just just want to tell you guys, big part of my life, big part of my life. So, and anybody that like comes through, either like lives in my neighborhood or trains with me or got coached by me, you always are definitely a part of my life. So I thank you. And I miss you guys, man. We got to make sure that I see you guys once we can, or like we can hang out 6 feet away. And I don't mind seeing you guys in the sun. All right. I know Clint's probably still going to the beach. You still didn't you like scurf on the what's that, like skimboard? I think I feel like I borrowed one from you and just ate shit one time. But anyways, brownie, chocolate, M&Ms. We're trying to clean it up here. Come July, we're gonna really, really clean it up around here. But we're enjoying it right now. Mikey, what do you got for me, man? You got any good words or bad words? What's happening over here?
Well, I got a couple. So,
Okay.
So serving size for an M&M is 1 ounce. All right. So that's about 32 pieces. So how many pieces of M&Ms do you got there?
I only got like 5.
You couldn't give me 8. Okay.
We can say 8. I'll go eat 3 more. I got them in the box.
So if you get 8, based on this nutritional fact, 8 would be a fourth of the serving. So you get what? That's 35 calories for every 8 pieces.
Okay.
And then that's 5 calories of 5 grams of carbohydrates, about 4.5 grams of sugar. And that's all. That's about that. Oh, and then 1.25 grams of fat. And then for the Hershey's triple chocolate, you're looking for 1 square, 260,
Oof.
11 grams of fat. So you're looking at 300 right now. So 295 calories.
Yep.
About, what's that?
How many grams of carbs? Yeah, 16.
16 grams of carbs is 37 grams here. So you're looking at 42 grams with the M&Ms. And then
fat.
About 30 grams of sugar,
Oof.
3 grams of protein, and then 16 grams of fat with M&Ms.
With the M&Ms.
With the M&Ms.
Yeah, I ate it in 2 bites. Shoot. Oh yeah, that's so good to hear, buddy. Clint's a kid that grew up in my neighborhood, right down the street, right around the corner. That's so cool. Memories. I miss the hood. He's still in the hood. He's still in my neighborhood. Our neighborhood. But my parents are. The cool thing about this is that now we're starting to understand, brownies with M&Ms. We're starting to understand like the value. I mean, because we've been doing this now for almost 8 weeks, 12 weeks now. And
more than that.
What's that?
Longer than that, for sure.
Longer than that? Really? That's kind of sad now. Now I'm just now trying to figure out, and I'm a health professional, but I was really enjoying the snacks in the beginning. And me and Mikey been kind of trying to watch what we're doing, losing a little bit of body fat, still trying to keep the weight up, losing the body fat, and then trying to keep the athletic up, and then also keep the strength up as we're losing the weight. So we're trying to do a lot of stuff. Not always the easiest thing to do, but it's still pretty hot. So sorry if I slurp. But it's pretty cool that we're actually starting to see that the value of something. And so to me, the brownie has very minimal value, considering that it had 300 grams of calories with all that's 42 grams of carbs and 30 grams of sugar, stuff like that. And really it was done in 2 bites. So I'm almost looking for a little more than that, because I would want more. And so that would add up quick. So paying attention to that is pretty key. But I mean, we were having things close to 1,000 calories in a couple handfuls, like the trail mix, right? So just got to be aware of it. I've been enjoying it. This has been cool. Mikey, tomorrow. Oh no. today. Oh man, what about that running Jackie? Ooh, she was fast. Fast.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I should have held on to those thrusters for sure.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as the rower.
Yeah, sure. No. I remember the rowers just being gassed, so that's why I was kind of anticipating dropping the barbell for a second. But we got some amazing times though. On the girls' side, Emily Nelson was 7:53. Yeah, coming in hot. Ashley Pratt 8:35. Mary DePaoli 8:39. Okay. Lily with 8:45.
My girl.
Went fives on the pull-ups. Your girl Alex 8:52.
That girl.
She's
been someone that came in, and now she's been pretty pumped on how we train things and how we teach things. So, like for example, in our warm up at the gym, we do jump, pull, swing, drop in part of our pull up progression. And we change our pull up progression and our push up progression, but not a lot, not by much. But she's someone who learned right away the importance of that drill to teach you how to kind of learn how to let go from the top. And then also that the top of the pull-up is the bottom. So she's learned a lot of very almost something that I repeat a lot where people are like, oh God, here goes coach again. And she was like, wow, this is an amazing stuff. This is crazy. And it's just something that we do in the warm-up. And she really likes how we allow a lot of people with very minimal skill to try stuff in the journey of our warm-up. So, and I was like, damn, you picked that up. All right. Good job. My girl, Alex. Kelly. Yeah, Kelly crushed it on Saturday too. Poor girl came in hot with us 11 a.m.ers, and they had a whole flip of script.
Yeah, you decided to switch that workout real hard. But
that workout got real bad.
real quick. 30 of everything. You had to do it. Yeah, Kelly with 8:56 at a girl, sub 9. It's great there. And on the guys' side, Christian leading the pack with 4:44, the new Jay-Z album for all those of you that don't know. Max Nikolenko with 4:44 4:44 and 4:54. 10 seconds behind. Max is definitely pushing Christian on that run. Nate, 6 minutes and 4 seconds with a 3-minute and 30-second run.
I told you that was a good strategy.
Wow.
I told you, just mill on in, man. Mill on in.
Just hang on to the.
What about poor Aaron? Aaron was like, oh, I'm so glad somebody's going to work out with me, because we had to do our second workout. and then all of a sudden, Nathan just takes off, and then he comes back, and Aaron was like, oh, God. You make me work out with this guy. But Aaron crushed it too. I feel like he was like a 7-minute time as well.
Yeah, he was a sub 8 for sure. Q hitting it at 6:54 here.
Hey, Weston Taylor does so technically what? I don't know how. So technically Wes won, because a tiebreaker is the average power.
Yeah, Wes won.
Because it's harder to move that big body.
What did Nate say? Nate said it was like you want to be 220 and 6'2", not 220 and 6 feet.
Yeah, or 220 and 5'9", which is my story. But I look over, and I was like, right when I said that, I looked over at the feed to see if he answered me, if he was there. I was like, oh shoot, we're in trouble. Q, all right, good job, Q.
Q hitting 6:54, and we go down. Dave Ramirez 7:27. Esmario right on my heels was 7:37. I got 7:36. Ooh, Crenshaw 8:45.
Yeah.
Huerta coming in with the sub 10 9:49.
The Nooner David. There's a bunch of Nooner Davids.
And then Griffin coming back strong. First day back, 7 minutes 40 seconds.
Yeah, that was his first day, huh?
Yeah, it was first day back.
That's right.
And then Lizzie, one of our new ads, 11:41. Sasha with 10:28. Ooh, Savannah with 10:19. And then Tazine completed.
That girl.
24-pound ring rows. 24-pound ring rows?
She did ring rows, and then she probably used like a 24-pound dumbbell.
Oh, got it. Okay. But look at that power output, though. 32,622 foot-pounds.
We got poor girl. That's it. I mean, that's an automatic win. What isn't it?
Tazeen crushing the workout there.
That's awesome. Yeah, and then poor girl for a while there, she only had a male bar. So like everything. And then I kept on clowning her online, like, why are you using a male bar? Just use the female bar. And then she came in and was like, I didn't have one. I didn't take a female from you guys. And I was like, son of a gun. All right, got me.
Clint saying,
oh. Yeah, buddy. Good night, sir. Taking care of your parents. Good man. Good man. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. That's the community of kids that I grew up with. That's good to see, man. So that was fast. That was fast. And then we got out early too, huh? It was like early day.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Super simple, super quick. Easy Monday.
Easy Monday, even an easy like warm up too. I like those days.
That was fast. I enjoyed it.
I like to warm up quite a bit, or at least movement prep, and create more functional movement patterns through our warm-ups. So when I have opportunity like today, normally I take that opportunity to create better movement rather than better working out. And so that probably doesn't really make sense, but better working out, better physical fitness, better fitnessing. And so I didn't really do that today. I allowed for them to leave early. You could tell they were kind of like hesitant. I mean, even Aaron, we waited for basically Nathan, and we made the class go, and then he jumped in with us. And then after that, Aaron jumped in. So it was only 2 people in that class. So it was kind of cool. And I like how everybody saved Aaron too, because I was just going to let him jump in with us. And then everybody was like, hey, you're going to tell him that, he's done with his class. And I'm like, he knows. I mean, he's a veteran. He's been part of this gym for like 4 years. He knows what's up. Dummy. He knows what's going on. And everybody was like, hey, so you're going to stay? And he was like, yeah, I'm going to stay. Like, I wish him I was like, yeah, of course he knows what's happening. I got members in the gym that are like, I could throw him the key and be like, I'll be back next week. Aaron's one of them that I feel pretty confident in. Aaron, I had a great story about Aaron since we're off topic. Aaron's this gentleman that comes to my gym, and he came from another actual CrossFit gym. And I really love my story with him because he came to me with the intent to get better, not get injured in CrossFit. And the stuff they were doing before wasn't bad. Like, he didn't say anything bad about it. He just said that he kept kind of getting injured and wasn't really progressing the way he wanted to. And when I hear those words, I really pride myself on making sure you don't get injured and you progress the way you need to and we want you to. And I sat there and talked to him about a ring muscle up, and he was super nervous about it, and I was very amiable about it. And I was like, hey man, don't worry, you look good, the dip looks good, everything looks good. And he went up, did it no problem, and came back down. And I was like, all right, cool, let's work on a clock. And then we developed it as we were going. I was like, and he hadn't done it in a while. And I was like, okay, you feel confident to do twos? He said, yes. And I said, okay, cool. We're going to do two every, I think it was 2 minutes or 90 seconds. I was giving him a whole lot of time. And then all of a sudden, I turn around, because obviously I'm coaching a class, or I make sure I'm seeing everybody. Normally I'm pretty good at not turning my back on the Lord of the Flies. So I make sure everybody's in front of me. And they're all, and he's going up, and I turn back around, and I can still remember to this day, he just went for max effort set. Just sent it, dude. He was so happy that he was hitting his muscle ups and they felt great. And instead of going over there and, saying, hey, what a great job, you did a max effort, or you did, 5 in a row where you could barely want to do one, you were terrified because you hurt yourself before. And I just chewed him out. I was like, you told me that you wanted to learn, and by doing this, you're showing me you don't want to learn, and blah, 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 Coach Max type shit. And there he is 4 years later, doing really well, healthy, not injuring himself, and enjoying CrossFit and enjoying our gym. So it's just
the moral of that story. Where were we going with that?
Listen to coach. Here, let me show you what the moral of that story is. When Coach Max talks, you listen. That's the moral of it. Because that guy will see anything or hear anything. He's like that Iosauron. He's got one eye. I like how I talk about him in third person. But yeah, so the moral is that if you're someone that you're coaching understands that you actually have all the best interests in mind, they understand that you're passionate about it, and then they should be able to break through either their ego or their excitement on something and realize like, okay, I got a little out of hand, because he doesn't have an ego. For him, it was more like excitement, like, oh shit, I'm doing it again. Oh, and just having that kind of conversation. And for me, I've always been about the conversation, no matter what. I like talking. So, let's talk a little bit here real quick about the first time you go and visit a gym. So we call them drop-ins. Other people call it a day pass or whatever you want to call it. But the first time you go and visit the gym, let's talk about some things that you want to do. Okay. First thing you want to do is come dressed or have the proper attire. Nothing worse than being a drop-in and you don't have socks or underwear or a shirt and you're asking people at the gym to borrow their stuff. It's not a good start. Second thing, be helpful. If the coach is saying, hey, grab a box, bring it over, everybody do this, everybody do that, and you see the majority of your class, meaning everybody in the class, and like you're the Sesame Street, one of these things is not like the other, start moving, help out when you can, give a hand. That's super important. Then, obviously, clean up after yourself. Always clean up after yourself. Now it's mandatory. And before I would just clown on you and make sure that you did it because I didn't like doing it for you. But clean up after yourself. That's the worst thing you can see is going into a gym, you tear off your thumb tape and you just throw it on the floor and you don't pick it back up. That's like a huge, like, no good. And then ask questions if you need help, if you're confused, if you don't understand something. If you think there's a rule and you don't know if there's a rule, F it. Just ask the question. It's not going to hurt you. What's that saying? There's no such thing as a dumb question. Unless. All right. So it's important. So make sure you guys ask questions or communicate that you're confused or you're not understanding what's happening, because it's important for you to show that you've done fitnessing before or that you've been in a group environment and that you can handle that. So having those kind of conversations again with coaches is pretty crucial. And then explain any type of medical history or anything like that. That's something that I should have had that in there for the ask for help. But I did just that if anybody asks about the music, you have 110% the opportunity to go over to the stereo and turn it off for the remainder of the class. I know that sounds like a real dick move, but it's also a really dick move when you ask your coach to turn on a certain type of music or song because he's not a DJ or she's not a DJ. They're not the DJ. They're not there for that. So you need to just listen to whatever is playing. It's just what it is. We used to have a rule and we still kind of follow it that the first thing that's turned on in the day, we pretty much just leave it on. That's how much we're just like, it doesn't really matter to us. It's just noise once we get into the music or into the workout. So do not ask about the music. And then give people space and do not be flaily. Do not be flaily. Respect space and do not be flaily. Obviously now more than ever. But the flailiness, it's crazy to me that people would come in and then have very good experience, but then suddenly be really, really kind of all over the place, like dropping their bar and then like coming off the pull-up bar. And I don't know if the word is like being dramatic, but more so being flaily, like the car lot guy in in a TV show, or like when you're driving by that little green guy that's like, so that's that's pretty much what you do not want to be like. If you're snatching and suddenly I look over and it looks like you're trying to bring in an airplane, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. There's something wrong. Something wrong. So don't be that drop-in. Okay? Don't do these things. Do not stare. Oh, I missed one. Missed one. Do not stare. Second one is respect gym rules. Do not break the rules. Do not break the rules. That's the first one. And then do not stare, obviously, is the second one. And then do not talk to others in the workout. Do not talk. Don't talk. Just work out. Just work out. Don't talk. Don't start a conversation like, hey, where are you going after this? Or what are we doing? I just met you. Okay. So just a heads up. Do not show off. Do not show off. At the end of class, do not do a muscle up. At the end of class or at the beginning or in the middle of the warm up, do not do a muscle up. We all can do muscle ups. We're very happy. We're glad you can do it, but do not show off. Same thing with the weights. Okay. Do not use your phone in class. Do not answer your phone. Don't talk on the phone. Don't do it in a workout. No, I don't know where somebody would do that, but at my gym, if you do that, there better be phone like money on that phone, like literally, like it should be like Venmoing you, and it should be printing money. And if that's the case, then I'm okay because your money comes to me, and I got to be okay with that. But outside of that, if there's not money on that phone, you don't pick up that phone. And definitely don't talk on it. You run out of class. Actually, now you just stay in your box because it's your box. You do what you want. Be rude if you talk, though. I'd be pretty upset. And then do not give unsought advice. Do not give unsought advice. Do not suddenly start teaching somebody in a gym that you just dropped into. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not that I've had anybody that's done this recently because everybody's super respectful, but I actually just thought about different things to rant about and something that was a little bit more lighthearted. And so I just decided to choose a topic in regards to the gym and drop-ins. And we know, and if I was to rant about other things, I would talk about following gym etiquette or etiquette. Like following gym etiquette is very, very important. And what I mean by that is not stacking a bunch of like change on the weights, like understanding that the weights are valuable. You don't want to break them, not dropping dumbbells and kettlebells. The floor and the dumbbell and the kettlebell is valuable. Not setting metal on top of boxes because you don't want to break them. Definitely don't tape the pull-up bar. Mikey, what else you got? What else you got? For if you're walking, the law of the land in Costa Mesa is if you're walking and before the arrows, if you're walking and suddenly you come across somebody heads up, whoever has more weight in their hand has the right of way. That's a gym rule. So if you're walking and Mikey's walking and he has 245s in each hand and I have a 45-pound bar, even though my bar is bigger, he has 90 pounds. So he gets the right of way. He moves first and then I move because it's harder for him to carry the more weight. That's just the rule. The other rule is no 10 stacking. We don't like 10 stacking. We like to count our members, our athletes' weights, so we can actually see what the weights on the bar is if you actually put the weights that's needed versus a bunch of 10s. It's too hard to add up, and so we can't really count from afar. We got to come to you, and it's almost more important that we're able to do that besides breaking the plates. The other thing too is I had a couple more. The worst thing that I hate is picking up gum. Like if I pick up gum, I haven't in a while, thank God. But that used to always be like, I'm a professional. I have a degree. Like this is what it's come to. I'm just like this with a spatula. So don't do that to somebody. Don't do that to somebody. What else, Mikey? What else do I get hot on people about?
Don't spit on the ground.
Oh my God. I remember when I worked with Vitor. Vitor used to actually blow snot rockets, just full snot rockets in the gym. And I remember Jillian just went up to him and was like, no, you don't do that in here. And I was like, crunk finger. Yeah, Vitor Belfort. She told just like that. Spider monkeyed him. Okay, yeah, don't spit on the floor. Definitely don't spit on the floor. You got to cheat around.
It's a big one. Don't drop the bars.
Don't drop the barbell. Don't drop the barbell. They didn't do nothing. I even tell people don't drop the PVC pipe because I tell people to put the PVC pipe down and they're like, oh man, poor little PVC pipe. Yeah, he just mistreated like that. What else? Tape the bar. That was an interesting one when people used to tell me. They don't ask me anymore, but then they'd be like, hey, can I tape your bar? Oh, get out of here.
What?
Yeah, like they would want to use medical tape because our bars are like slick because they're designed not to rip.
Yeah. The new ones are nice. I like the grippy ones.
It just doesn't develop your grip in your gymnastics. If it slides, you can develop better. Maximum reps and stuff, obviously being stickier is better. But if you want to develop it, I find that moving. What else? I can't think of anything else. That's about it. Huh?
Yeah, I can't either.
All right. Tomorrow, Mikey. Tomorrow. What do we got? Oof.
Oof. Oof. Oof is the right word for this one.
Man, the next 2 days, I would call this thinning the herd. Get towards the middle of the herd and do not let those predators pick you off.
Oof, this one's rough, guys.
Dirty 100s.
It's the dirty 100s. 4-time 100 kettlebell swings, 100 chest to bars. Again with the gymnastics. Do we become gymnast all of a sudden?
Always. Dude,
this is where I was like, okay, I'll do 100 kettlebell swings. I'll do 100 chest to bars, but 100 pistols.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's actually really part of that workout. No, all of it is except for the kettlebell swing.
And then 100 one-arm dumbbell snatches.
Yeah, because this is the regional one, right?
Yeah. And are we really using these weights? These are regional weights for RX, or are we going down one step?
Actually, it'll go up. It'll go 80.
So 40? You're going to do a 40 kilo?
32, 24. And then for the one-arm dumbbell snatch, it'll probably...
Oh, gotcha. 80.
80 and 50.
80 and 60?
I do. Yeah, 80 and 60. 80 and 60, and then like 50 and 35.
I can see that. Okay. But yeah.
Yes.
There's not much.
How are you, sir? I love you, man. Oh man, this is amazing. This is like a who's who of my past. Marvin was one of my good friends that used to actually train around me and with me at the original 24-hour fitness that set me on this whole journey. Brother, I love you, man. That's so good to see you. So imagine he's got the info on basically bodybuilding max and CrossFit max, like the transformation. He saw it. He saw the dude in the mesh gloves moving into the dude with the taped thumbs. That's crazy. Oh man, that's so good to see you or hear from you.
It's like a reunion of your friends here.
That's so good. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm so happy. This is the best day ever. I feel like such a little kid right now. It's been great, dude.
You first trainer. Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Dude, I remember and if you guys look up Marvin on like Facebook or Instagram, he's no slouch. He's an older gentleman like myself and can lift some serious weights and still messes around with it. I've seen you. I've been watching. I still watch. I still watch you. I still watch all my kids. That's so good. Oh man, I get so fired up. Tomorrow, let's go through it one more time. I got too excited. Sorry. Tomorrow is the reason why you moved on, Mikey, was because of the strategy for this. You're like, survive.
Essentially, that's all I was gonna say. I was like, there's not really any way you could take it. Just go
Okay, so your
and
strategy
do
is
it and
survive.
just survive. Just get through it. And I mean, the time cap's 30 minutes and get as far as you can. Because I'm gonna struggle when it gets to the pistols.
Marvin, thank you, man. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. The time I had at 24 Hour Fitness, you guys taught me a lot in the sense of what good people are and the journey of fitness and what it can do. So it's crazy where we've come and what we've done with it. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you guys. Anybody that's had a part or was with me in 24, thank you. That was my journey, man. So the hundreds, I would tell you guys again, yes, just survive and then chip away with what you can, right? So like 10s, 20s, but stay consistent. So if anything that taught you today and like what we've been working on the last kind of week is being consistent in the numbers that you choose. So if you decide to go 20s on your kettlebell, just rest longer and take 20s. If you decide to go 5s on your chest to bar, just rest longer and get 5s. You know, just be aware of why you're not able to get the number. Is it because now I have to rest longer and I'm not willing to rest longer? Or is it because I am specifically moving away from my game plan? Or I'm now starting to fail, and what's that number? So for me right now, being out of quarantine, the big thing for me is the chest bars are hard outside of about 45 to about 55 reps. So I'm interested to see where that goes. Same thing with the pistols. My legs are shot from the lunging on Saturday and today with the thrusters. So I'm interested to see if I can pistol. And then the snatches, same thing. I'm going to work on them. I'm going to try to go every 20 and then try to rest. So that's kind of how I set up my game plans always. I look at where I'm at, what I've done, how I'm feeling, and then I start to accumulate the numbers of what I've hit recently. So, and I think in the workout, it was 2013. The first 100 was a wall ball. I just didn't want to squat again. And then, I wanted more lower back work. And then the cap, I want to say was 25 minutes. I don't think it was 30 minutes. I think I gave us an extra 5 minutes on that. So, and normally I do extend our caps from regional or from the games.
Yeah, it was wall balls, chest to bars, pistols, dumbbell snatch. And then time cap 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
25 minutes.
Yeah. How do you think you're going to hit that, Mikey?
I'm going to hit this. Well, the kettlebell swings are a little heavy, so 32. I haven't manipulated a 32 in a while, so I'm probably going to take those in 10s. Give my back a little bit of a break. So 10 sets of 10. Chest to bars, I'm gonna. I think the most I've held was 10 at a time. So again, 10 there. But the pistols, when I get to that, that's gonna be struggle city. Only because I'm not really good at pistols. So I'll probably be taking these like 4, maybe 6 at a time, just so I can get 3 out of each leg. Take a couple breaths and try to hit it again. I'm going to try that walking method that you taught me a long time ago, where you just kind of switch and kind of turn at a 45-degree angle every time you go over, kind of like that twist. And then that dumbbell snatch, if I have any time remaining after struggling through the pistols, I'll try to hit that one at a time. That's heavy, 70 pounds or 80 pounds.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped on this one. This is going to be a long workout, little grind sesh.
Yeah, definitely.
Just got to chip away, do what you can. Obviously, keep your numbers above water. So try to stay above 5s, and then don't get too far out of your mean. So don't get outside of like 20 or 30.
Yeah.
Time under tension. Sweet. Man, this is great, dude. I was so happy that I had so many friends stop on by. I almost feel like I gotta figure out. You guys either gotta like email me Max at MaxFit USA. I think I still have, or text me. I'm pretty sure I got the same number from way back. But I mean, shoot, I would love to get on a phone call with, all 4 of you guys at some point individually and see how you guys are doing. Tell some stories about me and what you remembered about me. I think it'd be pretty cool. I think you guys would. I think a lot of my members or people who interact with me now daily would really appreciate that, to hear more stories of what we used to do beforehand. So
It's because of you I'm able to lift 350. When I met you, I was only lifting one plate. You helped set the foundation of my training. I'll never forget you, and I'll always tell everyone about you. You are more of my powerlifting. You are more of my powerlifting background, and I appreciate you. Remember, I was your first big guy that was able to do a one-legged squat. Speaking of which, full circle here.
Yeah, he showed up
Remember,
on the single leg squat day.
remember, remember. LOL, man, you taught me a lot. I had a bum shoulder, and you helped me build that up. I'll never forget the techniques. Sorry, so long-winded.
Nah, man, that's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you. That's good. Those are good memories. Definitely good memories. Yeah, that shoulder, man. The shoulder, but that's also to the curls and stuff. That's where my shoulder issues came from. I feel like a lot of it. Just bad shoulders. Yeah, that's one thing I do remember. But I see you incline benching pretty well now. 80s, hundreds, no problem. So, and I feel like I remember that too. Strong kids, strong kids. I was blessed that I had somebody like Marvin around the gym that wanted to get strong. That was around that same time. That was like, hey, this sounds like really cool. Like I want to get stronger, and I know that I was suddenly like, yeah, I want to get stronger too. I don't really give a shit about how I look. I want to get strong, and then it just really was a big part of it. Yeah. You used to also too be able to do a pistol on a dyno disc. I remember I got you to do a pistol on a dyno disc because you did some like fighting or something. I feel like some stand up, and I was like, "Ooh, let's get your legs stronger," and I made you a little bit more stable on it. I feel like that was something else.
$495 on a bench.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, like I hung out with a lot of people that got strong and were really, really strong throughout my upbringing, and I didn't realize how strong I was because I was around a lot of other strong people too. So I didn't really get to live that card too much. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But all right, so in closing, I want to leave you guys with something. So I want to leave you guys with 7 ways to level up your mindset. So 7 ways to level up your mindset. Number 1, change your self-thought, your self-talk. So how you talk to yourself and how you think and the story you tell yourself is extremely important. So if the story is dragging on, if the story is negative, if the story is putting you down in a bad spot, you need to change your story. You need to change your self-talk. And that's number 1. Priority number 1 is change your story. And then change the language. Change your language in your story. So how you talk and how you listen to yourself. And I love when I tell people that because they're always like, listen to yourself. Isn't that talking to yourself? Like, yeah, man, listen to your body, listen to your mind, listen to your spirit, listen to what's around you. Just listen and be able to handle that, that silence. It will definitely make you mentally stronger, but also being able to talk, right? So talking to yourself in a positive atmosphere. And I know that sounds real corny, like I don't want to be a cheerleader for myself. I want to just be real honest with myself. But I do need to understand that when I am talking to myself, I have to talk to myself in a more positive manner. So most of us talk to ourselves in a very hard manner. It's very rare that we talk to other people the way we talk to ourselves. And if other people are like, oh man, you're pretty hard on somebody, you can only imagine that individual is probably harder on themselves. So just be aware of the way you're talking to yourself and the way you're listening to yourself. 3, determine the mindset you need and want, and then act as if. So determine the mindset you need and want, and then act as if. So once you determine the mindset that's needed, so you find out your story, you talk, you change your language, you open your ears. Now your mindset is actually starting to go in a certain direction. And you know now what you need. And you need this, either this story that you're telling yourself with the actual verbiage you're using now. And then this pattern has to have a way to act on it. And you have to act on it. You have to create almost a lifestyle in order to create this, right? So if I'm going to say, I love working out, and I need to be around other people that say I love working out. So like, for example, a lot of these kids that got on here today, they were all kids that said they loved working out, or they liked working out. They wanted to get stronger. So the way they talked to themselves, and the way that they were talking to me, and the way that they were determining their mindset kind of drove them to where they needed to be, right? So if your mindset is not actually able to act on, then you need to almost take a few steps back. But you have to figure out a way to determine the mindset. After you do steps 1 through 3, you need to continuously learn and apply. Learn and apply. So learn more about self-development, learn more about self-talk, learn more about meditation, learn more about positive mindset and all that stuff. I know a lot of people are like, blah, 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 but it is super important that the story and the language and the mindset is all on the up. Okay. And then how do I learn how to get more? I read, I watch videos, I listen to books, I talk with somebody, and I just figure out a way to really get almost a student of self-talk, a student of the right change of language, and then a student of a proper mindset and being able to act on it. Right. So that'd be applying what I've learned, and then figuring out what you've learned, what works for you, how you applied it. If you applied it differently, do you get different results with your mind and your language inside your body? Or did you just not like it at all? One of the best classes that I took was an ultra state of consciousness class. And we did meditation. And inside this meditation, we were doing a psychological test on our personality. And so we took a personality test, and then we started doing, our lab was meditation, and we had to meditate. I think it was like 3 times a week at the lab. And it was like, I think it was 60 to 90 minutes. And one of the biggest things that we found was that your personality matched up with the type of meditation you liked. So again, learn and apply. And there was times where, you're not supposed to fall asleep, but the meditation just didn't stick, and I'd be out. I just wouldn't I really wouldn't be into it. So, surround yourself with people that match your desired mindset. So again, surround yourself with people that have the same mindset, that match your mindset, that are willing to lift up to your mindset, not bring yours down to theirs. Okay. Or the whole group mindset goes up. Create new habits that support your mindset change. So there's a saying that if you want to quit smoking, you don't say that I'm going to quit smoking. You say, I quit smoking, even before you've actually quit smoking. Because if you say I'm going to quit smoking, you still have it in your mind. The mindset is that you're still going to smoke. So you have to be able to get into the mindset that you've already quit, but you haven't yet. So that's sometimes hard. So creating new habits that allow for that to be successful is crucial. So whether that's making boxes, and then every hour you're checking off a box that you didn't smoke, and then at the end of the day, you look back at it, or creating some type of tracker. I'm really into the habit trackers. Or you can gamify your habit. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. There's a bunch of cool apps to do it. But creating habits inside your day, I would say probably only want to do about 3 to 6 at one time, and then create those habits based off of mindset change. Always jump out of your comfort zone. Always jump out of your comfort zone. This is something where when we were on lockdown and everybody was getting real uncomfortable, and they still are getting real uncomfortable when they have to be alone, and they still want to go out, and they don't really like the idea of being alone. It makes me chuckle, and mostly because I like the idea of feeling uncomfortable. I enjoy it because then I know that change is on the horizon. So meaning that if I want to lose weight and I feel uncomfortable with trying to lose weight, I feel hungry and I feel grumpy and I want more food and it's just not working and all this blah, 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 tells me, hey, I'm right there. I'm knocking on the door of losing weight. Same thing if I'm trying to gain weight, build lean body mass, or try to get a new mile time or get a new weight up. If I'm close and I'm really, really uncomfortable, I know I'm close. I'm closer than ever. So that's one of the biggest things, where moving stuff around the gym or changing my habits, changing my goals, not like my 5-year plan goal or my 3-year plan or my 1 year, but changing my macro goals to suit what I've learned the week before, kind of like what we were talking about yesterday, would kind of help with that. So all of a sudden I go through the week, I realize, okay, hey, this is not my priority goal. My priority goal is more to do something else. Then I can actually go ahead and make the change again. And even if I feel uncomfortable with that change, I can understand that that's probably a really good change. So again, get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone for using your pull-up bar. Get out of your comfort zone for eating the food you think is the right food for you to lose weight. Get out of your comfort zone that anytime you say like, well, when I was younger, or last time I did it, or when I did it before, that's not getting out of your comfort zone. You're trying to get back into a zone that you were before, which was comfortable, but it wasn't comfortable when you got there the first time. So get out of it and start it over. Awesome night. Thank you, Mikey. We got to get to bed, man. We got to get up early tomorrow. Thank you, guys. One hell of a job. I'm happy to be back. Hopefully I can keep my voice healthy and we're rocking and rolling. Love you guys. You guys have a great night. Thank you, Mikey. Whew. Oh, man. 7 ways to level up.